Rob Suarez is in the house from Bethpage, and you know I love Bethpage. Today we're going to be talking about all the great things that are happening in the community. How are you?
Good, Donna. Good to see you again.
So we started out as friends talking about the VITA program as part of the community things that you do, but now you have these great seminars. Tell us about that. You do them quarterly.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
We introduced our financial seminar series. This is our second year. And what we try to do is keep it trendy and that's relevant to what's going on currently in the environment that we live in to kind of help parents and members and non-members, I should say, whether it be college, preparing for college, understanding new programs with free tuitions that New York State just introduced this year, to make it relevant to the members and non-members to really get something that they're going to benefit from. Some of the statistics show that the debt of student debt right now is $1.4 trillion, significant amount. I mean, it's crazy. And the average debt for any millennial right now is about 32,000 who's gone to it. So
really? So they've gone to college, but then they've got this huge amount of debt.
And we hear it, it's constantly. So things like that, we try to focus and stay on top and bring the experts to really come and present and educate our communities to really be in that, who are in that situation, to really get them the opportunities and the programs that are available. A lot of times you hear the resources, I didn't know about the resources that are available, so we try to do that to complement what we offer. It's not about just doing a topic, just putting on something, but really that's going to be relevant and that they're going to benefit from.
Yeah, there is a really beautiful communication that goes on between Bethpage and the community, the clients, and also the people that aren't clients yet, members, really. They're members. Mm-hmm. In terms, like the other night, I went to the seminar that you did about college tuition, the new Excelsior Scholarship.
Yes. How great is that, right?
Wow.
Mr. Turner did a phenomenal job. He has so much great knowledge of the program, and it's something that we need to get real awareness, right, of these services that are available to avoid, when you ask any millennial, 59%, my team shared some stats with me this morning, and they said that 59% of millennials don't know how they're going to pay for college or how they're going to pay off their debt. So that's concerning, and this is what we like to hear. Our financial seminars series are free. We encourage everyone to really look at our website, visit us on our website, lovebethpage.com, to really see what's happening and what the dates and times that are available. Not only do we offer financial seminar series at our locations, but we also offer it throughout Nassau and Suffolk County.
Well, I know you have an upcoming one that's coming up at the YMCA at the Bolton Center.
Yes, in August.
Okay, what is that topic going to be?
That's going to be paying off for college, 101, understanding how financial aid resources are available. So that's going to be at the Bolton Center on August 13th or 17th. Please visit our website at lovebethpage.com.
And these are complimentary, correct?
Correct.
Both to members and people in the community.
Correct. This is about enriching the lives of all our members in the community. So whether you're a member or non-member, we encourage you to really come out. This is why in August we're having at the Bolton Center, is because we really feel that this topic, last year we presented, we had over 100 people in attendance, and we had such a waiting list. So hearing feedback, we brought it back, with new, fresh, current topics of what's happening with the application process, because FAFSA can be a lengthy and overwhelming process. So we have the experts come in and talk about it, what they need to do, and really to educate them and know what the process would be, what they need to do, how to prepare, because, we're going back to school.
Absolutely. And what's interesting too, one thing that I learned about the Excelsior Scholarship the other day at the Bethpage seminar is that it's not just for new entering freshmen. If you're a sophomore, you qualify. If you're a junior, you qualify. You just have to have 30 credits that you took the year prior. Fascinating, really fascinating, and I know that you all have your finger on the pulse of all this information, so thank you for that.
Absolutely, and these programs are very important. We encourage people to really come out and reach out to my team, myself, so we can build the awareness, because like anything else, if it's a program that's not utilized, eventually it'll go away.
Correct, so we got to use it before we lose it.
Absolutely. And one of the things with us, the financial seminar series, we introduced it last year. This is our second year. We've had average about 80 people in attendance. We've seen the attendance grow since last year to this year, and we want that to continue going. So all we ask our members and non-members who join us at the seminar is to really give us feedback.
Excellent.
Take a survey and give us feedback.
Let's do one big one at the Duck Stadium, okay?
All right.
All right. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned for all that information. You can go to lovebethpage.com. Thank you so much for watching. Up next on Live It Up is Nancy Pavis, and she specializes in electronics. Welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for inviting me.
Empire Electronics, been around for many years. Can you tell us about what it is that you specialize in?
I sell computer hardware such as hard drives, CPUs, network and storage equipment, motherboards, and board-level components, both current and end of life.
Over the last 30 years, how do you kind of equate what it is that you do to how generations have changed, like, and evolved? How did you evolve with this industry?
Listening to my customers.
Okay.
And being aware of their needs and finding some commonality.
Can you tell us a little bit about the satisfaction, customer satisfaction, and what the process is there for you?
Yes, I have a philosophy both for my employees and my customers, and I call it RICHES.
Okay.
It means R for respect, I for integrity, C for clear communication and customer satisfaction, H, have peace of mind, E for excellence, and S for solidarity. So that's both within my company and for my customers.
And how did you implement that on a day-by-day basis? What's some of the ways that you're providing a riches experience for someone?
By listening to them and finding out. I used to be a professional waiter when I was in college, and when you serve food, you have to listen to your customers because everyone wants it a different way. And it's the same thing in philosophy and business. Everyone wants to be handled differently. They want their product handled a certain way. So you really have to listen to what they want. And also getting feedback with my internal employees that they give feedback too. It's not just me making the decisions. It's also asking them, what do you think about that? And having meetings and having that philosophy in the workforce.
And the way that you're working with your customers right now, you do have a level of detail. How did you hone in on that?
Yes, so well, the devil is in the details,
Okay.
That's for sure. And I was a court reporter for a little while, so I learned that there's a tremendous amount of details that go to get the job done correctly. And if you listen to the customer, what they want, it changes, but also learn along the way on how to find solutions and new ways of doing it. So I guess details have always been my way of, even in life, I'm also about details, yes.
Have you had a customer since day one that you still kind of have a touch point with now? Or, you know, is there somebody that sticks out in your mind as one of your favorite customers and clients?
I deal with a lot of Fortune 500 companies as well as government institutions. And I guess I would say IBM.
Okay.
I've dealt with them a long time, and their professionalism, their ease of dealing with them. Yeah, so I guess that would be the company.
And when you first started, you know, you are a woman, obviously, right? You know, 30 years ago, you were like breaking ceilings all over the place and just really being a trailblazer in this industry. How did that come about for you? What made you decide to be a yes for yourself in this industry?
Well, it was the birth of my daughter.
Okay.
I was one of the top salespeople in 2 other companies. And then when I gave birth to my daughter and went back after 2 months, every day I cried because I missed her so much. So I kept going to work, and then I discussed it with my husband at the time, and he said, start your own business, because he had his own business. And I was scared about doing it, but he pushed me to do that. So yeah, it was a good thing, because then in those days, I worked from home. And so I had a nanny for my children, and then I would work at night. Now people do that, and I was available 24/7, so it was advantageous for the business. And also my children knew I was nearby. I could run out and pick them up at the bus stop and participate in their life. So that really was the catalyst, having my daughter.
And offering customized solutions also now for your customer base is great, because I think you approach things on a one-on-one basis with people.
Yes.
You're really getting to know them. You find out what their company does, how you can be relatable to them, and really deliver on time, you know, with
Yes.
great products and for a cost-effective solution for them. It's like, I see that, you know, throughout the research that I've done for you. Is that kind of like at the core of who you are, is really providing that level of customer satisfaction for someone?
Yes, because initially I wanted to be a teacher way back, and it's about caring about other people, learning. I'm insatiable as far as learning, and then sharing it with other people so that they benefit. And how can you improve doing something? You know, focusing more on solutions than problems. And I have, over the years, also been also a certified health counselor. So I like being with people. I like making them happy and improving their lives and making it easier for them. And I get a satisfaction being with people, because that's what it's about as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, you're selling hardware, but with a soft touch.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, I guess you could say that,
Yeah.
yes. And it's really about relationships, because I've come to find that life to me is all about love and sharing. And sharing is in all different capacities, whether it's health, a tip to some of my customers and my vendors. So my kids would say, well, why do you have to always ask them questions or get involved? And it's because I say to myself, I wish somebody would have told me that. Or I wish, you know how that happens in life?
Absolutely.
And you find out later, and it takes so much longer, rather than someone, you know, telling you. I consider myself a connector.
Excellent.
I like to connect with people.
A connector, selling connectors, all kinds of
Yes.
things, right?
Right.
Nancy, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for
So,
having me.
Empire Electronics.
Yes.
For all your needs.
Yes, worldwide.
Worldwide. That is true. you're global.
Yes.
So glad that you could spend some time with us.
Thank you.
Please check out her website. She's a fabulous person, obviously a great mentor. And if you're somebody that's also looking to get into this type of business, you know, give her a call. Maybe it's something that you'd like to study in college and pursue. Thanks for watching. Live it up. With us now is Daniel Berger, and he specializes in real estate, and he's an outstanding individual. He's been a friend of mine for a very long time. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Sure. Thank you. It's good to be back. I guess I was on way back when, right?
I know. You have been with this brand, Live It Up, since the very beginning, day one, with helping me find sponsors early on and really believing in me when there was no show. And now there's a show. Over 4,000 interviews, Danny.
I believe it. Your passion's incredible, and so I just wanted to help as best I could.
Thank you. And now I would like to do the same thing and shine a light on you. What are you up to now?
Well, I was in the beverage world for 20, 25 years and working for some big companies, Green Mountain Coffee, Coca-Cola, Nestle Waters, and, you know, building a brand and of products. And then when I'm like, at some point, what do I want to do when I grow up? And my wife actually said, you should go into real estate. You really love, you know, working with people and all of that. And so I did, and I got my license, and it's, you know, I've been going really quickly since, and it's been amazing. And it's a lot of what you've done, really. It's about passion. It's about working with people. And really, my job is just to help people who are looking to either buy or sell a home, and how to get into that, and how to sell or how to buy, and just working with people, and I love it.
And you are a people person. You always have been. You know, whether you're sponsoring sporting activities, you know, that your children were involved in, or whether you're a known member of your community because you're such a giver. How do you think that's translated into some of your early clients? It all starts with that nucleus, right? You build from there?
So what's interesting is, you know, I work as a team with my wife, and so my wife's a New York City attorney, and so I'm just able to go out and just do the best that I can. And so I've really just focused on helping people. And so what's great for me is that it's not about how much is this worth, it's about helping people. And And some of the apartments that I'm selling are not that much money, and some of the houses are a little bit more. But in the end, it's you treat everyone the same, and it's about helping people. And you just know that if you help people, good things will happen. And so I don't look at it as like a transaction. It's more about relationship building.
And that's how it's always been with you, because early on when we were trying to work together, I'd be like, Danny, let me thank you, let me do this, let me do that. And you're like, no, 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 just invest it back into you. And I'm like, okay, right? But it seems to be that you are very other-centered. And I think in a real estate agent, that's what you want. You want someone to care about you. And I think that kind of sets you apart from most people, because it's not, like you said, it's not about the transaction, it's about the process.
Right, and it's about the people. And so, you know, when you're showing houses with families, and I've had families that they had special needs where they had to get into special school districts. And so I'm like, if I was in their shoes, what would I want? And so things like bringing food for the kids, you know, and asking the parents first, can I bring donuts or can I bring ice cream? And, you know, it's just kind of cool when like the family meets you at the car, and then the little boy is holding your hand while you're walking through the house and whatever. And so I get that a lot, and it's whether it's families or single people, you know, people from this country, from other countries, police officers, fire department, it's just whatever it is. It's like I treat people like how I would want to be treated, and I think that's what comes across, is that I am sincere about helping people, and that's and you do that as well. And so that's what's kind of interesting. And life is about connections. And so when people sometimes, you know, someone's looking for a house and they need some renovations, I have contractors that have done work in my house. So I'm not just promoting someone. I'm like, you know, besides he's my contractor, I golf with him as an example. So it's because it's about connections that I've made throughout my life. And so I try to help people and give advice, and that's what's appreciated, I think.
And you are a good golfer. I mean, come on, you've won like trophies. I mean, people don't really know that about you.
Well,
but
what's
you're pretty
funny
good.
is that there's a professional golfer with the name Daniel Berger.
Right.
And so now when I go to some events, they're like, oh, that was tough this weekend. You
Right.
lost by a shot. And I'm like, well, I'm the older Daniel Berger. So I've been Daniel Berger longer than he's been Daniel Berger. But it is interesting because it's more connections. People from my high school or college, they see this person on TV or playing in the Masters, and then I get a text. They're like, oh, I saw your namesake. And so, but it's all about connecting with people. And so that's what, you know, when you connect with people, you try to find out what's up with them. They want to find out what's up with you. And that's how I've gotten some clients as well, is they're like, you know, they see that and they're like, oh, I know somebody that's looking for, you know, a home, or they need to sell their home, you know, can you contact them?
Excellent.
And so whether if I can do it or if someone else can do it, you know, we have a referral network at the company that I'm with, is Global Property Systems. They're a boutique company, and it's really about helping people finding a home.
Excellent. And before we close, because we're going to wrap up, I want to just know your top tip if you're going to sell your home, besides calling you, of course, but what's a top tip somebody can do to their house to make it?
You actually have to probably declutter it and depersonalize it.
Got it.
So that someone else can see themselves living in the house. It's harder when there's pictures of your family in the house. You want someone to be able to sit down on the couch and be like, we could live here.
Gotcha. I love it. Yeah, no
So.
pictures of your dog Rover, right? Let them have their own dog there.
Exactly.
Thank you very much, Daniel. So great to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Stay tuned for Live It Up. This is a personal endorsement of Donna Drake for Daniel Berger. He's wonderful. With us on set are two extraordinary people. We have Alex and Dr. Nicole, and they're going to be talking to us about skydiving. So excited, but it's for a cause. Welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks.
Fantastic.
So how old were you when you went skydiving for the first time?
45.
Okay, and you, Alex?
39.
Okay, and what was the most exciting experience? Like, tell us about that.
Oh my gosh, first skydive, you get into the door, you look down, it looks like a picture, and you just fall into the sky. It's just so amazing.
And how did you find the courage to do it, Alex?
Well, it's something I've always wanted to do as a bucket list item, and when I eventually got the opportunity to do it, it literally became an event where I fell in love.
Okay, I've been ziplining, okay? I have not been skydiving yet, I'll just be honest. I haven't bungee cord jumped off of a building or anything yet, you know. But this experience, how are you raising money for the community? Tell us about this organization.
So Skydive for a Cause is a relatively new organization, but it gives people the opportunity to take that love of a bucket list item and actually have people fundraise around them filling their goals for a charity that they care about.
Okay.
So you can actually take a dive for roughly the cost of a dive, but people can raise anywhere between $1,000 and $10,000 to support you and to support the charity that you've chosen.
Excellent. So each diver gets to pick their charity of choice, Alex.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay. And is there one that you're particularly wanting to raise funds for yourself this year?
This year we're doing breast cancer research.
Okay. And why is that personally close to you?
It's personally close to me because a number of members of my family have experienced breast cancer, as well a lot of friends and their family close to me have gone through or lost someone. And in this day and age with technology and medical advancement, it really is the time that we come to finding a cure for breast cancer.
I agree. Let it be in my lifetime. I mean, my mom crossed over from breast cancer. Both of her sisters are long-term survivors, but I'm a mom. I have a daughter now, and I'm like, let's just, too many friends have passed away, high school friends, tired of it. Let's just, eradicate all cancer. That would be lovely, right?
That would be incredible. And this year we're working with the American Cancer Society around helping them to spread that message to audiences that normally wouldn't get it, especially young women.
Now, Dr. Nicole, tell us a little bit about your background because it's fascinating.
So I'm a health psychologist by training. I actually specialize in identifying health issues in major communities and bringing people together to figure out how to solve that, people and organizations. But healthcare is just one part of it. Skydiving is such an extreme sport. And when you look at how do you incorporate healthcare into that, skydivers are some of the bravest people I know just because they're willing to take that leap of faith into the sky.
Literally.
And they actually care really deeply around a range of issues. And so it was a good opportunity to sort of have people address things that they truly care about, children's health, STIs and STD, all sorts of health issues, including cancer awareness. This year I'll actually be jumping for one of my best friends who was recently diagnosed with stage 2 cancer and is relatively young. And so as a healthcare professional, it's very important for us to remain involved and to get as many people involved as possible in addressing healthcare issues.
So whether you want to dive or you want to contribute to somebody's dive, how can people get involved?
So people can come to our website, so
Okay.
www.skydive4causes.org. They can find us on Twitter, on Facebook. They can connect with the American Cancer Society and find us as well.
Excellent. And do you already have your clothes and shoes picked out, Alex? Because I know you love shoes. So you got your outfit? It's important to have the right skydiving outfit, right?
I typically do have different outfits, like for the 4th of July, we went as the Stars and Stripes. So I haven't picked it out just yet.
Okay.
But it most likely will be something pink.
Great.
It will be something bright, that beyond the pink that you could see from not so much 13,000 feet, but as I get closer to the ground.
Are you willing to do a tutu if it's sponsored?
Absolutely.
Yes, he can do it too.
Yes.
Sponsored. He
All
can
right,
do it
let's go
sponsored.
for it because I think that would raise a lot of money. Let's go for it. All right. Thank you for joining LiveItUpTVShow.com. And these people are absolutely, truly heroes. Please join them. If you're brave or you want to be brave, or maybe you'll be like me and it'll be your first time, let's go dive. Skydiving for causes. Thanks for watching Live It Up. Wow, I have to just say something behind the scenes. I met a wonderful artist on LinkedIn, and in less than 24 hours, we decided we wanted to work together. So if you've liked the stunning art that you've seen on recent episodes, it's by Ben Bonart. That's right. Go to his website, benbonart.com, BenBonart.com. That's right. These beautiful paintings that you've seen displayed here could be hanging in your home. I know you as my audience love to live it up, and so do I. And here's a new place that you can do it. It's Karts. And with us now is Len. How are you?
I'm good, Donna. How are you?
Good. What is Karts?
Karts Indoor Raceway is a family place which has indoor go-karts and laser tag and laser maze and bowling, food, arcades, something for the family.
Now, you used to have a corporate-y kind of job.
I did. I was in the
bored.
aircraft industry.
Right.
And I went down, years ago, I went down to Dover, Delaware to my first race, NASCAR race, and hung out with a bunch of friends, which was obviously a good weekend. Went to sleep, had a dream, called my wife, and she said, "You're out of your mind." And I said, "Thank you." I'll be home in a couple of days. We'll talk about it. So it worked out well.
Well, the good news is you're still married. So
We're still
obviously,
married, although
Karts
I
is
sleep in the
successful.
basement.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I'm kidding.
In your man cave, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
I have a man cave.
But Karts is a little different because what you do is you do create a family atmosphere, even for people that have special needs. Can we
Yes.
talk about that? Tell us about how you work with that.
Sure. Well, my wife is a reading teacher for autistic kids, so that's how we got into that. And through the years, we've been open for 11 years, and we've just come accustomed to having different groups come in, and it's wonderful. We work with them, give everybody a chance, and they have just so much fun. It's great to see.
And the smiles afterwards, the sense of empowerment
it's
and
wonderful.
freedom that it
And
provides.
you make friends.
You do. You make friends. You've got a lot of friends.
A lot of friends.
So you have the race cars, but what else do you have there? What are some of the other experiences?
Laser tag.
Okay.
We have laser tag. We opened that about 5 years ago. We have the launch, which is a laser maze. You have to go between beams, make it to the other side, and try and get out to save the world. That's our newest attraction. And we have bowling. Yeah, basically. It's a Mission Impossible type of deal. And we also have bowling.
Okay.
And arcade, and as I mentioned, food. So
And how are you at bowling?
I stink.
Yeah?
But that's
Even with the gutters? You
Yeah,
have
I
gutters?
do it by myself at night while no one's watching, so it works out
You want to
well.
practice.
So there you go.
And corporate events?
Corporate events, we do those frequently. Christmas time is a big time for corporate events. Folks come in, they do their racing, have a little food, have a little fun, and then go home.
And so you specialize in both adults and children too, which
We do.
and a lot of the places, you know, are one or the other. And I like the fact that you've blended this all together. There's something for everybody.
Well, the carts that we have, they're electric carts, and they have a medium speed, which is 20 miles per hour for kids, and we have an adult speed, which is 32 to 30. We can ramp it up a little bit, but it's a lot of fun for both. So the kids, although they can't race with the adults unless they have a special license, which they get through us. Which kids, if you're listening, you can come on down anytime and I'll work with you. And the adults just go crazy. And it's on a slick track.
Yes.
So any turn that you go into is going to be slippery. You never can run the same lap the same time.
Beautiful. It's like freestyle.
Yeah, it's great. It's awesome. That's right. I can't do that, but I'll let you do that. Right.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. I know we've got an outing that's planned soon, and I will
Yeah.
be there. So Karts is the way to go.
Karts is the way to go.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Donna, nice
I've
seeing
been
you.
wanting to have you here for a while. I keep inviting you, but you're
I
finally here. So thank
know.
you.
I'm busy.
I
busy.
understand.
know.
You're making people happy.
I know. Well, I'm busy with my daughters and all that
life.
stuff. That's right. You better believe it. But thank you.
You're welcome. Stay tuned for more on Live It Up, and we know you love to live it up, and I do too. Go to Karts. Woo!
Yay.
Take my hand, come with me, and we'll find better ways to be something much more.
Thanks for watching Live It Up. You can visit us at liveituptvshow.com.